this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I hope we turn it around. No, I hope we turn it around. It's the right time. You feeling alright? I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can.
Yes.
You
Okay.
would
All
not
right.
believe the things he's talking about.
Yeah, where in that room would you put a sling?
Probably above you. It's got kind of a gothic arch ceiling that tapers at like 130 arc degrees. So, yeah.
What is that in arcane geometry?
And you didn't put a drawing?
Readjust camera here because it seems. Nope, that's even
Just
worse.
more out of square.
It's like I tried to move and it was not working. So, okay, for whatever reason, if I want to be more in center, I need to move farther away from my camera. That tells me the producer's not centered my camera.
I have not
Welcome
adjusted your
back to
camera.
Tuesday Dungeons. Yeah,
It means
Tuesday
you
Dungeons and
moved.
Dragons. No, it's the same spot. Actually, maybe I did. I don't know. You're right. I shouldn't be impugning his good name. Hey guys, Tuesday Dungeons and Dragons, attempt number 3. Welcome back here on Black Tower Stories, Adventures of Athoria. We have the Hands of the Golden Forge here, full crowd tonight. Good.
No, you don't.
It's
No, you don't.
Wow.
Silver Knights of the Mythal, not Hot GF.
Yes, you are right. Oh God. Well, I mean,
This wasn't an issue.
Most of
the
you-
first 120 episodes.
Okay. Producer can cut this out of our live broadcast.
Cancel you.
Technical difficulties. Boop. Hey guys, welcome back to Tuesday Dungeons and Dragons. DM Eric here on Black Tower Stories. We're going through Adventures in Athoria. We have the Silver Knights of the Mythal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's correct. Silver Knight. I just need to put it in neon above my desk. Currently making their way through Mount Arbot, with a goal of trying to save Vulreds' family because, Vulreds' backstory shit is apparently not done yet. And in actually trying to double back and go somewhere else, after finding a way to quickly traverse a checkpoint of sorts via this bizarre sanctum that appears somewhere deep within the mountain, accessed by a very lewd musical performance. But on your way to one of the main mine shafts that heads up or out of the mine, you guys ran into this bizarre arcane manticore-ish type creature that apparently has the ability to manipulate illusions. After mind fucking you guys just a little bit, you have all now at least seen through the initial illusion and gotten a good sense of what you guys are actually looking at. Dang it, Roll20 changed the interface again? Okay, but you should all be in the Manticore Den. Yep, that is how you access the page. So, we need to, I guess actually what I need to do. Great. And now this thing has also signed me out of D&D Beyond. It's just been a day, I tell you what.
Do we have the initiative tracker from last game?
Yes, well, we should, because I didn't close out the encounter.
We did, I think, but Kelmac rolled his manually, so I can't see exactly what his was.
It was like 11 or something.
Okay. And I
It
think
wasn't anything crazy.
Encounter, resume the encounter. Okay. Yes, alright, thank you. D&D Beyond saved the encounter, but it didn't save my login. So that's too stupid. So, top of the initiative, we actually have Vulred. As I stated, at this point in time, everyone is actually able to see this bizarre purplish manticore with these kind of glowing arcane eyes. As he kind of moves Vulred, you guys can kind of see bits of what kind of looked like fairy dust, like glitter or something, roll off, and occasionally they quickly form like arcane glyphs before flaring and disappearing. But yeah, you have the initiative, and then the Manticore is going next.
Got it. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah,
I
take your
have to
time.
refresh.
This is an odd week.
I'm just gonna do my normal combo, and I am going to do my sneak attack, elven accuracy for a reroll.
Show my freaking pain.
24.
24 will definitely hit.
I cast shield.
37.
37. Okay, and that is a magical bow. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. And then also, chapter 128, if anyone cares to know. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, because, like, I am really off my game, apparently, today. Okay. Let's see, what is the Manticore gonna do? Because obviously people... Oh, actually, first is the lair action. Because there isn't actually a place for that. Actually, can I put a manual entry? Ooh, I can. Yeah, lair action. That way I can remember things for whenever I have to do that. Okay, so for the lair action, last time he used the illusory. You know, let me actually just roll a red. Let's see what he uses. Okay. How many? Yeah, 4. Okay. So with the lair action, after being hit, you guys see the Manticore actually multiply.
Oh no. They're not allowed to do that. Oh boy. Let me zoom out. That's too many. That's at least two too many.
It happens.
To us.
Oh no.
Okay, and then check something right here. All right. With that, then Vulred, since you're the one that attacked, you're going to get attacked by the one that suddenly apparated right next to you.
Oh no.
You can see it, so it's not going to get. It's just a straight roll in this. So, fuck. Okay. All right. Well, that.
Never mind.
Bite, yeah, the bite was a 7. So that's not gonna work. And
F
so
you, Manticore.
then
You manticore of darkness.
it's going to try and hit you with its tail spike. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
No.
No singing.
Okay.
Kayla, make him reroll. That's
I'm gonna, whatever that is, I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
So that way you take half the amount of damage.
Yes.
Okay. That is 5 plus 3, 8 piercing damage, half to 4.
Oh, ow.
And yep, and then he's going to try and hit you with the tail again. That one's a 10 to hit, so no good. And then a 9 to hit, so nothing short of that one tail lands.
I don't like the look of this.
If you want to view paradise. And let's see here. This one's going to move in. This one's going to move back. This one's going to get a little closer. And then Izal and Yandre, you guys got the same initiative, so take your turns in whatever order you wish.
You want me to go first?
you do cooler things, so you go first.
So at 3rd level, I'm going to cast Blind/Deafness. I'm going to
Okay.
attempt to blind 3. Wait, is it 3 or? Do I need to do the 4th level?
4th would be 4.
Okay, well then 3. So 3rd level.
So which
They
ones are
need
you
to
targeting?
The 3 that are closest to us. So be that one, that one, that one.
Okay.
They
And-
make Constitution saving throws, and this is going to attempt to blind them.
Yes. See, Constitution saving throw. See, it gets no extra bonus on it. So it'll
Cannot
just
see, I'm
be
legally blind.
dirty 20.
On all 3 of them?
Yes. They all pass. They all seem unaffected.
Oh, okay, so we just need to hit the main one, apparently. You know what? With that, I'm going to use my bonus action to help Vulred.
Okay? You got this, buddy.
That way he doesn't have to use his additional feat, and if he needs to move, he already has advantage.
Go, Reggie.
Thank you.
I am going to still take a defensive stance. Well, I'm not obviously taking a dodge or anything, but I'm going to move here because I want to give them another option to hit in case he decides to get frisky. That is the end of my turn.
And reminder that
Okay.
Kelmec has a d6 to any hit or saving throw, if need be, for the next minute. Or
For
10 minutes.
Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did that right at the end. Okay.
I have a question, Deanne.
Mhm.
Does my tremor sense any that there's a creature directly in front of me?
You know, surprisingly, it doesn't.
Are these things like really light? They just popped up out of nowhere because I don't sense nothing from this guy.
You did hear Vulred cry out a little bit of pain. So unless Vulred's wounds are not real, but
Are you faking, Vulred? You have to tell me if you're faking. It's cop rules.
Imagination. I'm not faking.
Oh. I'm going to move to right here then. So I know the other one was up top, so I'm going to move that way. Do I have a different tremor sense for any of these three, or? Because
well,
the one that attacked us initially, in the very beginning, I sensed that one. But
Yep.
I don't have a tremor sense is it going off for the other two, or this one next to me initially.
yeah, but you haven't moved close enough to this particular part, because this manticore right here is the one you don't sense, and it's the only one within your 5 foot tremor sense.
Oh, it's 5 foot? Oh, let me adjust my circle then. I had made it oryx, I thought it was 10.
No.
Alright, let me adjust.
It's also on your character sheet.
I was going off of full memory.
That's fine.
5
But yes, I did make sure to add it to your character sheet, so that
Well,
way
I'm gonna pivot around here then.
you still do not sense
Hmm.
physical creature.
These two are very light. So I'm going to hurt them in the physical
Okay.
way. As I will channel my divine energy to go rage mode. Grr. Arg. Actually, I already raged last time. Is that what this is? When did I rage? What was I doing that I had
You
rage?
did do extra damage last time, I think. You know what?
I
We're
don't
just
think I
gonna
hit.
say that you did it,
I don't recall ever
and
attacking.
unless you know for certain that you didn't, we'll just say you did, because the difference is a bonus action, so it's whatever.
Okay. Then I didn't do it. I did do it.
Look, absolute worst case, we'll check the stream afterwards and see if you did or not. I don't anticipate it being make or break this session.
Okay, I will.
By the counters.
No, that was a different fight. That's what it was. I did not rage because that was the other fight that we didn't really fight in.
Yep.
Pretty sure. So I'm going to
Sure.
channel energy, and I will attack with a Ranthier recklessly because I enjoy it. Hiya! It's a lot of dice. Dirty 20. What is that one?
Yep, that'll hit.
Okie dokie. So that is gonna deal. Oh, cool, max damage. 12 plus 12, 13, 14, 15 plus my radiant on my first hit. Divine Fury. 8. 15 plus 8 is 23 points of damage.
Okay,
That was
and
against the one that would be that was right in front of me that I pivoted around. I attacked that one.
Yeah.
Does it appear to do
Let's see
anything?
here. I'm just doing this right quick. And that is magical damage.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
so that was a
also
total of 30.
It damages incorporeal things as well. Just in
Okay.
case.
But so I'm seeing 26 plus 8, so 34.
Should be 23 plus 8. The 26 on there is it's adding against
If it's
undead,
incorporeal.
undead or incorporeal.
Okay. Well, yes, as you swing through, you do actually feel the axe connect to the manticore creature as it swings across, but it's kind of odd. It's almost kind of like a water balloon with or perhaps a watermelon. A harder shell, but a super gooey inside, because
Now
as soon
what?
as your axe makes its way, piercing the outer shell, you see this one just suddenly disappear.
It's still there.
I popped it.
I can move along there.
Wow.
Yep, you go to cleave through just a little bit. Oh, so it can definitely take some damage. That has a layer of physicality, but
I look at it right there.
it is
That was amazing.
mostly bark, no bite.
You did an amazing job.
Ranthia's like, that certainly was not a living creature. Felt wrong somehow.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step a little bit further north, and
You're gonna climb on top of the boulders.
yep. All right, let me get a good vantage point here.
You can sense a little bit that one northwest of you, the one that backed up, you do sense a tremor from that one.
That one, I gestured to it. That one's the chunky one. These are the balloons, and I'll attack the balloon with the
Okay.
Ranthier again. Go Ranthier. Rolling dice. That's good. 26.
Just keep
26 is a hit.
Roll.
Yeah.
What?
Max damage again. 12, so 15 points on that one.
15 point. No. That one slices through. You see a large gash open up on the monster, far more than what a normal wound would hit it, and it seems to be spurting blood, but is still up.
This one didn't pop. And that's it for me. As I stand on top of the rocks.
Okay, and let's see here. Calum, you're up. Kelmac, you're on deck.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I am staying.
Fireball.
She doesn't have that spell.
Drop
He
it.
promised me at the start of the campaign he wouldn't take it,
Vitriolic sphere, change it to fire.
which is basically just the Dustin and Sean way of doing anything. They'll specifically say, no, I won't do this broken thing, because they have a different broken thing that they want to mess with me with.
Napalm.
It's cool. I learn all kinds of new things.
You know what?
Having them explain.
Just because that was said, chain
Vitriolic
light-
sphere. What? Oh, okay.
Lightning.
That's way better.
Shit.
I'm gonna hit this one, and it's gonna chain to that one, and it's gonna chain to that one.
As far as the chain go.
Is it
30 feet.
Jeez, Louie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting there going, that's again because it's in fucking class.
I couldn't
instead
remember
of-
if it was 15 or 30.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot
30. I
shorter.
just
Than...
checked.
Yeah,
Hell
30 feet. Each which must be within 30 feet of the first target.
Good news, baby.
Damn. Well, it looks like you get a third bolt. Is there another target, one of your allies maybe, that you want to hit with lightning?
As
Good.
much as
I
I would
can
like to
take
say
it.
yes, as much as I would like to say yes. No, I'm
Okay.
good.
I'm just saying, if there was someone you wanted to get out of the game, or at least hurt really badly right now, now's the time to do it. Okay, alright, never mind, I guess. But yeah, 30 feet, and we'll just check. Sure, yeah, because the other Manticore
That
is
was a
right at
trash
30
roll, but I got 39.
feet. Okay, let's see here. 39 points of magical damage.
Magical fire damage.
You're changing it to fire?
Yes, because of what
You-
you just said. I told you I was gonna do it.
So instead of
Change it to
fireball,
fire.
you want fire tentacles. Okay, alright.
Yes.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I got my first pick,
39,
okay.
39, right?
Yeah.
Caleb is typing.
No, I'm actually not. It was just in there. Yeah.
117
All right,
points of
trying
damage.
to
Look at
trying to
that.
do math.
Unless they save. Let me know if they save so I can reduce Caleb's total damage on that one.
Oh, that's right. They need to save, and this is deck save, right?
Yes.
That is correct. 17.
Oh well, they're not gonna pass. I rolled a 9.
They could get a +8.
117 points.
Okay. This one's gonna take that, and then the other one will take 19, which is actually enough to zap. Yeah, Yandere, Vulred, you guys are squaring off against this other one. A lance of red, flaming lightning, red lightning zooms between you two, zapping the manticore, and it goes.
I wasn't
Let's
expecting
see here. Izal.
What's that?
As that initial blast of the Ragnarok hits you, lightning fire hits, you see this some arcane marks on the manticore flare, and a magical wave shoots out from it. Since you are the only person within 10 feet, you take 19 points of force damage.
Sweet.
As a portion of Calum's damage is reflected from the body.
Do I stay on the rocks?
Yeah, sure.
Like a rock.
This is like your fucking favorite terrain, you know. So
Do it like a bitch. I'm counting that as the
Okay.
Manticore's damage, not Caleb's. Not giving him that 19.
that is. It's got a slight magic carapace type ability, obviously.
Did Caleb notice what happened?
Ah,
Like his
Oh,
damage
yeah.
was up.
I'm bitching about
Yeah,
it.
he noticed.
Okay. Then, in that case, Caleb will be like, oh, uh-oh.
Do it again. Action
And
surge.
then Caleb will get behind Kelback. And that ends my turn.
Okay. All right. Kelmat. Calum did something awesome, then decided to hide behind you.
Ah, shit!
Did Kelmac
Oh.
disappear?
Yeah. I was just
What the hell happened?
Kelmac had enough of all of our
I think
complaining.
I
and he left.
accidentally hit a key accidentally on my keyboard, and now
You think you hit delete?
I think so.
Okay.
That's
Now let me
hilarious.
just see here and make sure. So I got you back on there. Turning vision on. Okay. I was just making sure your other vision was still set up correct.
So for a half a second, Caleb hides behind Kelmac and then just disappears. Oh, shit.
Oh fuck!
Ah. What did you do, Caleb?
I saw the eternity.
Like when you flip through the map and wow.
So 5,
I did that on
10,
a Griffin ride the other day.
10 there, and into the melee.
Cool. And just to be sure, you did see the magical carapace force damage thing that he's all got
What,
hit
do you
with,
think I'm
right?
stupid?
I'm just making sure because
I
I
think
don't
it
want
is.
it to be a surprise.
Hey, Kelmac.
Yes, I thought. Listen, the ADHD only goes off sometime.
You only have 80 HP?
I think
yeah, we're in 4K right now.
I'm not far from it.
1080p.
121. 80 HP, which is just slightly more than or slightly less than a Calum.
I'm at
21.
93, thank you very much.
That's a Yandere in current exchange rate. I'm sorry. What did 21? You said 21 is a hit.
Hit it with magic. I want to feel it again.
I'll do a first level smite.
Yay.
Okay.
I mean, I hit it with radiant damage too, so I imagine this shouldn't work.
And just in case it wasn't clear, this is a monstrosity.
Yes. Or else that would have been a 19. I rolled a 9. Percy 6. 5. Plus 6 plus 13.
It's 2d8 plus 2d6. Well,
Yeah,
3d8.
yeah, please, you're ruining my numbers. 6, 7, 13, 16, 25.
25 points of damage.
Just to be sure, you added your improved Divine Smite d8, correct? You got it level 12?
30.
Okay.
Okay. Kelmac, how would you like to do this?
Hell yeah!
Yay! I'll with a like defensive stance and like thrusts and parries, I want to get at its eye and then just the smite land through there and just kind of like with a kind of radiant shock, and it just kind of like rigor and then just like fall.
Okay. So, yeah, exactly. You go through the eye, you see the pulse, light shoot through it, and it starts to almost kind of burn from the inside out, before it just kind of falls to the ground, limp, and the sort of magical energy starts dissipating off the creature. As
I'll
this
scale render with one hand and just give these all a thumbs up.
Cool.
took you all campaign, but you landed a killing blow with skill.
I am in a party with
I got you.
with Execute Man
That's the
and
beast
Whirlwind of Knives.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to compete with.
assassin. How come Caleb and I don't get a good, cool nickname?
I don't have a
You're
nickname.
Whirlwind of Knives.
No,
No,
you're Whirlwind of Knives.
Oh, I was thinking Spirit Guardians.
I'm Execution Man.
I like Execution Man.
Executioner was taken.
I'm just the vampire's worst nightmare.
We need some fan art for Execution Man.
What do you mean I don't get to regenerate life?
No. Not today, Satan.
So we got rid of the Pentacle. Okay, cool.
Yay!
Ooh.
Yeah. So,
I did
Manticore kind of falls. You see traces of different sort of lingering, illusory terrain kind of pop off and dissipate. Down one section, you start actually seeing as some mage shards start to come up and glow a little bit more in a variety of colors. You guys have seen some down lower in the area near the Druid Grove there, and as you recall, the shrine to Elidhath is inside of a large crystal geode itself. But here also you can see at a kind of nexus of minecart tunnels, this large reinforced shaft with a large lever, a pulley system that can do several kind of loading bins up and down the central transportation. Yeah, I know I said staff, and now everyone's
You didn't say staff. You said shaft.
shaft. I did say shaft. You're right.
I'll look to everybody else and it's just like, why do you have glowing crystals here?
Oh, those are mage shards. They're magic crystal thingies.
It can be quite valuable.
Should we stay away from them?
Nah, they're good. We can break them. I'll go break them.
Yeah.
Unless
And
I
yeah,
shouldn't
with-
break them. Does that have an X? Caleb?
Yes.
Break mage shards off?
And DM, those are the same mage shards that we got last time, correct? The level 3 spell slots attunement.
They're similar. They're made from the same thing. Essentially, it's kind of ley crystal that grows along magical ley lines. The raw materials can be used to serve as additional magical reservoirs, like what you have, just in raw form. It needs some work, but yeah, it's the same stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
But and it's all we're in a bit of a time crunch.
I mean, I'll take one or two swings. I'm not going to work too hard at it. Where are you going?
Are you attempting to break off a chunk?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Let's go.
Are you still raging?
Nah. Reckless. I roll a double 10. 21.
That beats the 13 AC. Roll for damage.
Okie dokie. This should be a +6 and not a +1 because it's main hand right now. What? +6. So 1 + 6 is 7 points of adamantine battle axe damage.
Let me just see what color it is. Okay.
Let me roll this 10d8 explosion damage.
Let's go.
No, but I do need a charisma save from you.
My best stat. Hey-ya. Did it roll? It did not roll. Try it again. A solid 5.
Woof, but
Okay. As you break the crystal, there's a moment where you suffer an out-of-body experience
Oh,
with waves of fear and pain that shoot through your body, kind of like a sharp pain. You take 7 points of psychic damage before you find yourself there, just as a relatively large chunk kind of hits the ground, being cleft from its cluster.
oh.
you
You alright?
okay?
That peed a little.
Yandere,
There's probably a different way of doing this.
you would assume that if it's anything like the crystals from where you're from, typically they're mined with cold iron to dampen the magical effects of harvesting such a crystal. And based on Izal's response, you get the sense that it's probably supposed to be done the same way here.
What material is your blade made out of?
Adamantine?
Huh. Don't hit the crystal again.
I shake my hand with my left hand. Yeah, why was it gonna stick my hand in that outlet again? So
But we are still on a somewhat of a time crunch. We should probably be trying to find Salusa.
oh yeah, let's go. Let's keep going. I'll grab the chunk.
Yeah, then we'll head out.
Okay. Yep. So you can add a chunk of purple mage shard to your inventory.
Awesome.
Who did locate person in Solusa?
It was me.
Did you do any other concentration remedies?
I've made it a point not to use any other concentration spells since the last time, so yes.
Okay. That way I
Yep.
could just make sure we keep a compass map marker.
Okay. So, are you guys going to brave the lift down the mine? Or you got some other plan? What do you guys do next?
Didn't we
It's
go
still
up?
pointing up, correct?
Well, remember you guys said that you guys were going to backtrack and go down to try and find Salusa.
Yes.
Because you originally came here to try and go up, but the
It also
figure...
goes down?
Yeah, it also goes down.
Okay.
I thought we were backtracking to find a different way to not take the elevator. I don't know. But maybe I'm incorrect because I missed the last 5 minutes of the last session.
I think what he said is there's a lift that could go up, but there's also a section of the tunnels that go up.
So, the way it was explained to you, there's levels, to this mine. These shafts here with these lifts are designed like chutes so that people who are working on this particular level of the mine can load up the material and bring it down to the main exit point, and also bring workers up. So theoretically, this section, this elevator shaft, can take you as high as this part of the mine goes, where there should be near the surface, and it should take you at least near all the way to the bottom level of the mine to head towards the main exit.
Didn't Koto tell us that the elevators didn't work though?
I think
He
that they're
told you...
unreliable because they're old.
No, he told you that the elevators don't go all the way up to the summit.
Okay, cool. Well then,
He
yeah.
said that you can go as high as you want, but then you might have to find your own way from there.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Then I'm cool with taking the elevators back down. I just thought he mentioned that we weren't able to do it all the way, or something was broken or something.
Yeah,
But
he just told you that it wouldn't take you all the way to the surface.
Got it.
How operate elevator?
Well, you want
Is it
to
an
take a
external
look?
Crank? Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Is there an external crank? Is it an internal crank?
Yeah, this
are
one.
there several cranks?
There are actually 4 small lifts here that are all kind of put together, trying to maximize the ability to go up and down at different levels, kind of like a cluster of elevator. They seem to be driven by large flywheels and chains, which are heavily rusty. But as far as you are aware, it should be as simple as releasing the locking mechanism, and then the lift should slowly descend. You'll have to operate a crane on the bottom to bring the lift back up. But
it does not ride on a central chain that runs like bicycle chain, like it
it does
goes
run
in a
on a
loop.
central chain in the middle, but it is on rail in the corner.
Probably to alleviate stress on the chain.
Who's going first?
I'll do it.
Okay. Scream if you fall, and I'll start
I will-
getting ready to operate the.
I will go with
Release.
if it's more than one person.
Yeah, let's just do one at a time on the platform, just to see when it may start complaining.
My thing is if she falls and she's by herself, it's going to be difficult for her to get back or to survive, depending on the fall.
Got a good point.
And that's why I would be there with her, because I can cast slow fall or fly if there is an issue.
Yeah, I don't have any objections to that. I just one at a time getting onto the.
Oh,
platform.
getting on it? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Then. You're good.
Yeah, because If Izal gets on and it starts creaking real bad, then you may want to maybe preemptively enchant her with Thunderbolt.
I like lean over to Volred and I said, I think Kelmac is calling us all fat.
Well, I mean, ever since she got into a relationship, I mean, hasn't she put on a few pounds?
Well, I can't really tell. The dominatrix outfit kind of goes based off size, so you can't really see if there's any like bursting seams or anything.
I get the cart.
I mean, she looks very demure.
Very mindful.
But do you think she's fat?
What are y'all staring at?
Nothing.
Okay.
Does the floor of the cart or its structure complain at all with new weight after a long time?
Look, Kelmac, I've been in plenty of mining carts before in my life. I know a thing or two about when to hold them and go down the hill.
Kelmac. Yeah, the boards creak a little bit, but surprisingly, they don't seem dry rotted. But you can feel like a little bit of shiftiness in the floor. But
Well, so I just want to clarify that it is just Izal on the lift right now.
Mhm.
Because it is an external brake system that you are not sitting on the cart to operate. Right?
Mm.
Somebody has to pull the lever for the elevator to go down and come up. You can't do it while you're on the elevator, correct? Somebody else has to do it.
So the handle for the lift is inside, but
On
there
the-
is an emergency lever on the
Okay.
outside.
That's what I was trying to get to in the beginning, which has now been clarified. So
Yeah.
So Caleb, you're more than welcome to join her.
All right, I'll hop in.
Yep. You start hearing them, but it seems to hold.
Pull the lever.
Okay.
Ah,
You hear
it
there's
slowly
kind of a
descends.
quick
Aw.
no, it's kind of a quick fall, right quick for just a couple inches, and then you hear and they start to increase their descent rate as it seems you're slowly grinding through years of rust. And then after a little bit of time, you can hear it go as it starts to turn night, and you guys start descending at probably a little slow but safe descent rate.
How many feet per turn would you say?
I would say it probably takes about 15 seconds per floor. So you imagine like getting all the way down to the bottom of level of this mine is probably going to take about 15-20 minutes.
You said that they are on a rail system?
Yep, the four corners have kind of a rail system, so that way the cart doesn't rock side to side.
Would I be able to climb down the rail? Does it look like I could, like climbing a tree, like you just kind of like wrap around and just kind of...
Yeah, you could do that. There are also what look like some slats that run. They're wooden slats, but those look like they're there to use either as a barrier to like prevent people from walking in, but they are spaced out enough that you could use it as a ladder if you wanted to do that.
Or Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Let's grind this bad boy all the way down.
Just launch myself in the air and
Just
hold
Get
a
scale
melon the
render
whole way
down there
down.
like it's a skateboard.
But yes, theoretically, if you wanted to bear hug, you could fire pole down. You'd have to stop, every couple floors to kind of get around a piece of girding, but you could do it if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Once they've started going down, and I see that I'm able to climb, Yandere and Vulred, I think I can climb down. I think it might be faster.
It's not going to be faster, as we're still going to have to wait for the rail to get back up here before we can come down.
Well, you said there are multiple cars, right?
Yep, there's 4.
Okay, so y'all don't have to wait. I just wanted to like see what the carts are going to do, but there are 3 other carts if y'all are, so y'all can get moving.
So there are 3 other carts, but you're still going to climb down this shaft.
Seems faster, and it's a bit of an adventure.
Or do you want to go on the cart?
Yes.
Great. At least fall to the left or the right of the shaft. So if Caleb has to cast Featherfall on you, he can do it. Best of luck. And also, if you die, as long as I'm able to find your body in an hour, I can bring you back. Best of luck. Andre goes over to the next. I have Ray's dead.
Ray said it works for like 10 days.
Oh, which one's the hour?
It goes Revivify, Raise Dead, then Resurrection. Raise Dead's 10 days.
Well, never mind. If you die, then you die.
I should not have clarified that.
I'll go over to the other one. I'll wait for Vulred to get into the cart and then begin operating the cart.
Yeah, I'll climb.
Perfect.
Okay.
How many games, Kayla? This is getting kind of boring.
Yeah, of course. And we'll start playing cards.
Hell yeah.
As rocks start like dropping
So,
onto y'all's cart. as I'm
Izal
climbing.
and Kalem, as you guys are the first to descend, as you guys kind of like slowly start to descend, you guys are looking around. As you get about like 5 or 6 levels down, you catch some movement out of your eyes. You kind of glance over as all of a sudden you see 6 goblins who are in the process of moving through stuff. They just kind of look over to you as you kind of like slowly slide down, and they're looking at each other going, and you
Just
hear
hold up
some
the axe
shambling
and just-
as they begin to leap off that ledge, kind of trying to jump down into the minecart with you. And, well, 3 of them don't make it. They overshoot and go, and the rest of you start hearing a commotion in the shaft beneath you. Whilst the other 3 goblins are then running around with kind of like spears, trying to maneuver them in this tight little box to stab you guys.
Hey,
First
Easy enough.
First off, I'm going to grab the cards that Izal has so she doesn't get blood on them.
That's cheating,
That's true.
Caleb. That's cheating.
Do you want this, or do you want me to handle it?
But you say I hear noises before we get to that point.
Screaming.
Yep, you hear shrill goblin chatter, and you hear like a rocking sound, and they're as like the chain holding them starts to whip a little bit.
Caleb, just go on the defense. I got this.
How far down are they
All right.
from us?
They're probably just like 2 levels beneath you. If you look over the side, you could look down and see.
I might-
Oh, well. Vulred, we might have a little bit of company if the goblins were smart enough to save some reserves. Otherwise, our friends are in a cart full of goblins.
That seems entertaining.
Shall we watch?
Yes.
Like both look over.
Gotta look over. Pop out the cognac. It's like, oh hey.
I'll fight the goblins.
Okay, you fight the goblins. Short work. Weak goblins.
And the last one, I yell, "No ticket!" I throw him over the edge.
You go, right about the same time as you guys get a few more levels below, you guys look out the end and see another sight. It appears to be an elven druid type figure with a large cave bear that are in the process of collecting some rocks and some kind of large mushroom that's growing in the area. Kind of glances over, looks at you guys. You guys continue to go down.
I'll cast a message towards them, like, "How y'all doing?"
You have something to say, Kelmac?
Yeah, point of order I wanted to make. I was wondering the feat per turn to determine if my climbing would be faster because it is a pretty climbable surface.
Climbing would not be faster. Sliding down would be faster, even with the occasional stop to wrap around a girder.
Okay. Would I be completely within my bounds to be able to do that?
Yep.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yep.
Race to the bottom. I'll reach them as they're throwing the last goblin off, just like.
Yep. And you're just kind of racing to the bottom, and then you look over, and you see this figure suddenly, this elven figure, look over from the group, suddenly look over to you, really confused as this large cat creature in burnished, shining plate mail just kind of descends, and he kind of starts walking to the edge. Vulred, you and Yandere kind of look and see this elven figure with a basket full of mushrooms come up to the end of the mine shaft and just start look at you guys as you guys start to descend.
Hi, bye.
Yeah, a few more minutes pass before, and at this point in time, Yandere, I believe, still has his light, kind of lit and above, and you guys kind of watch as slowly it looks as though a floor rises up from the darkness beneath to meet you. The lifts don't slow down, so they just kind of hit the ground with a hard thud. That kind of rattles you a little bit.
Oh, it's like
Where are the three goblins?
Under the cart.
But, Kelmac, you managed to beat them by a couple minutes. Hard part, obviously, is you've got, look like some burn marks on some of your plate mail. They rub off, because your, mithril plate is harder than that. And you can see the little disco lights going on as all my lights fall.
That doesn't affect us at all.
Can't see anything.
Yep. Well, you can occasionally see weird light flickering around me as my lights are doing weird shit.
Well, now we do. We're
Disco.
noticing it.
Someone cast
Yeah,
fairy
yeah.
fire.
It's got dancing lights.
Yep. Okay, but yeah, and so you're sitting there kind of cleaning your plate mail, kind of buffing off any scuffs.
You rust.
Got any twos?
I gotta get the rust out of my nails.
Damn it. Here you go.
Yep, and then Yandere, you and Vulreds thing, you start feeling the cart slow down a little bit as you go. As you still probably got about 3 feet before the floor.
They got the luxury cart. It stopped beforehand.
Yeah, ours just fell.
What a smooth ride, Yandere.
We also had some attachments at the beginning.
Actually, quite enjoyable.
You guys can look around at, parts of crushed goblin that are all around the bottom floor.
Calamac, what did you do?
I climbed.
This is a mess down here. What did you do to these poor goblins?
Listen, me.
You know,
I saw you throw the last one.
He didn't have a ticket.
we saw you do it. So if anybody's responsible for this mess, it's you.
I dropped them in one piece.
Yes, you drop them in one piece, but when they landed, that doesn't necessarily mean they remain that way.
Well, they should have kept their life together.
Still your fault.
Hmm.
Goblin goes splat.
How? What direction do I feel Seleucia in at this point?
At this point in time, you feel like she's still a little bit below you, but not by much. But close. You're like, okay. The direction you kind of see, it's kind of southeastward still of where you are. Yeah, it feels reasonably close.
Seleucia's presence seems closer. Still got a little ways that way, though. I recommend not sitting around here and gabbing about the goblins that have splattered. We should probably continue forward and try to get to Seleucia as quick as possible.
All right.
Let's do it.
Onward.
All right. Yandere will lead the way.
Okay. Yeah, one sec.
I almost pressed I on my keyboard to pull up my D&D Beyond. I was thinking of Baldur's Gate 3. Let me pull up my that's not gonna work.
Do any of y'all play that outside of the group campaign?
I started getting back into my.
So you're still playing?
I'm on a different route than we're doing, so I'm not really getting any spoilers. Except for
Yeah.
now, that I'm past that point.
Sorry, I just wanted to go ahead and take the part that was falling off the wall, so that way it wasn't falling on top of me in the middle of the string.
That would have sucked.
Because
That's
it's
no fun.
slowly getting closer and closer to my desk. I'm like, I'm just going to take this.
Should've
I
installed
obviously
it
need to
better.
get... Well, no, it's just... I thought this stuff was really sticky, but I guess I need to get some, like, actual sticky pads.
You need to get some hooks.
Ers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, let's see here. You guys kind of looking around. Izal. Actually, roll me a perception check.
Love me some perception. No way, that's the right number. Oh, so I have a +5? Hell yeah. I needed it. That's an 8.
Cool. But this was bonus stuff. But kind of looking around, you're a dwarf. You live in a giant mine.
That's racist.
It's just, I mean, but let's be real.
I lived
It
next
is.
to a mine. You didn't live in a mine.
That's true. That's true. Technically, Yungard is not a mine. It is underground. Well, most of it's underground. Some of it's... Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, you have some experience around mines and mine-like locations. Yes. So you start taking a look at some of the posts and lintels of the area, and you find the universal symbol for exit, denoting which of the tunnels you should take, as there are still a number of kind of mine carts that spider off in the main area. And so as you guys kind of follow that, those of you with decent perceptions can start to smell a little bit more fresh air, feel a little bit of kind of a breathing action as bad air exits, cool air comes in, and then you start to notice the change in light. And as you guys kind of round the corner, you get hit by this kind of neon frame of the mine shaft opening. As your eyes adjust as you exit, you come out on this bit of plateau on the southern end of Mount Arbot, which what looks to be what is a derelict mining site. Old, but some of the buildings still seem in relatively good care. Some of the other ones are destroyed through various rock slides. But you do see a trail, heavily overgrown, that does start to snake its way down the mountain pass. And you can see the city of Eladon kind of laid out beneath you. From here, you're guessing this road probably heads all the way down to one of the gates that lie in Flot's Bottom, the sort of low residential district in Eladon. From here, Yandere, you can sense Salusa probably, obviously still within 1,000 feet, but at this point she feels more east than southeast now.
I will point that out to everybody near me.
Do we have any idea about how far, based off of what we've traveled, and how far the actual distance of the spell reaches?
Yeah, you guys are a little bit farther west than the goat path that you guys initially took to head up the mountain. And so based on your position of the city and what you know of it, you're probably only about a half hour's walk to one of the, like the northern gate. If that path that lays down, and that is called the Hammer Gate, that lies in Floss Bottom. But you guys are probably only about 10 minutes walk to the Hammer Gate. But yeah, it unfortunately the locate person doesn't tell you how far. It just gives you a rough direction, which from this point appears pretty much east.
We good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are.
Should we double the movement?
I mean, it's not dangerous out here, so
Question.
probably top 2.
At what point did you want to try and start stealthing so that we aren't as visible whenever we reach wherever she is?
I mean, I don't really know because I can't really tell you how close she is. We're just moving in her general direction. So we might stumble upon her here in the next few minutes, or it might be like the next 30.
I think it would be a good idea for us to be invisible from the start, just in case.
Okay.
It's up to you.
You're casting.
We're like 30 minutes away, though.
It lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Then I'm going to upcast invisibility to reach all of us.
Okay. You are all invisible. Heading down the mine road, it starts to kind of lazily descend down the mountain. You reach a point after about 10 minutes where the trail starts to snake back southwards. And in the distance, you can see maybe a mile at most the large kind of wide section that is the Hammer Gate that kind of opens up on the western end of the Renamak River. But Yandere still senses even farther east. And as you guys kind of look out that way, you do see, kind of poking through a bit of trees in a forested area kind of south of you, the kind of steepled roof of a watchtower. A place you actually remember because you guys had passed by it when heading towards the ferry over to Heldenvale. And this would be the watchtower that lies along the Gold Road. So you assume somewhere between here and there.
Okay. We'll get a move on.
Okay.
Yep.
Where? Okay.
As you deviate from the overgrown road, you start reaching some parts where the terrain starts to descend relatively quick in these kind of steeped hills. Um, you sense you're getting closer, Yandre, as every time you guys kind of shift to head down this way a little bit to have an easier step down, you start to feel the distance that the spell shifts, getting larger and larger in magnitude. You guys kind of stop briefly, as now you're only a few hundred feet away from the guard tower, and you guys see a shadow come overhead as a large night scale wyvern goes over the top of you, circles, and then lands at a spot maybe 100 feet or so east of you.
Okay. We're invisible right now.
Mhm.
And I mean, I guess we would just continue to go. I would continue to go in the direction in which I feel Sluice is.
Okay.
I will follow.
And then, for records here, what is the marching order?
It's gotta be Yandre first. Caleb third.
Kayla.
I'll be last.
I'll go second. I think this is our standard walking. Is usually this lineup. Kelmac fifth, fourth.
As best as we can, since we cannot see.
We have to be able to touch each other, or else we'll get lost.
Yeah. And so, are you guys traveling single file or spreading out a little bit?
I would imagine probably. Well, we can't really see. We're invisible.
We'll have to be able to touch, so it's like within 5 feet, probably in single file, so you have the person leading the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just make sure I have that, just in case. Okay.
Switch the
Yandre.
tail just to make sure Vulreds at the end.
You guys start getting really close, and you start noticing a couple things with your perception. You start hearing the kind of guttery screeching sounds of the wyvern up ahead. In fact, it sounds like there's more than one wyvern. And then as the wind blows eastwardly, you also pick up the faint traces of copper. Blood. And from what you can tell, quite a lot of it.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I'm gonna keep going.
Someone
Okay.
spilled a
So-
bunch of pennies.
So, Yandre, you are... Just sit here. You are the first to reach a section of rise before it descends again. And you look down from here. It's about a 15-foot drop to another ledge. And then it descends down a little bit further. You can spot near the bottom, at this point it's 30, 40 feet. I don't know about Pythagorean theorem. But down at the bottom, you see what looks like a humanoid figure with golden hair, surrounded by other bodies, which appear to be guardsmen. And you spot, just kind of off your side, roughly same distance, a wyvern, night scale, kind of looking through the area and kind of glancing down towards the corpse, unconscious figure, you're not certain. And then kind of off to your left, at this point in time, it would be maybe 10:30 o'clock. You see perched just a little bit higher than the other, a second night scale wyvern. Down at the bottom, you can see two smallish figures, which from here to your eyes appear goblinoid, who are currently rifling through the body.
Through the body of the individual?
Yes.
Okay, so
Paying no mind to the wyvern.
Yeah. How many guards do I see, or humanoid creatures around that body?
You see 2. In fact, why don't I just open up the map for you so that way you can see? And I
Alright.
think only Yandere is on this map right now. So let's.
We're invisible, that's why.
I can see everything. River could. River could see everything.
Well, I can see everything.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had you guys on GM layer. So let me move you guys in.
I can see all the obstacles
It's in my way.
They benefit from 3/4 cover.
I'm just literally putting you guys in order. But of course, I just don't have vision.
So, DM, just to clarify, you said there were 2 humanoid figures that are near the body, and then the 2 wyverns, and then 2 goblins? Or were the goblins the 2 humanoid figures?
The goblins are the 2 humanoid figures. Sorry, I just said humanoid figures because I wasn't going to give you information, and then I said, you guys are outside. Of course you would see it. So that's me fixing myself right after I started. So sorry for the confusion there. But yeah. Okay. But yeah, everyone should have vision now.
Based off of my locate creature spell, do I feel like this body that's down there is Salusa?
Yes. And it's kind of hard to see from this distance because, like I said, you're probably at like 30 feet of elevation over her right now, but definitely looks to be the unconscious form looks to be Salusa.
And this is broad daylight, right?
Yes. Just for this was let's see, because you guys have rested. So this is about 11 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. I'll turn back to Azal and just kind of tell her to pass the information along. There's 2 goblinoid figures and 2 night scale wyverns that look to be surrounding the body, the unconscious body of Salusa.
I look back at Caleb, but he can't see me. There's 2 goblinoid creatures surrounding the body of what may be Salusa. There's like 2 wyverns up ahead.
I look back.
Should we take them by surprise?
Play the telephone game.
Yeah, it's kind of like that scene in Home Alone. It's like, give this to Kevin, give this to Kevin, give this to Kevin. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. What? All of a sudden, you realize Gorbek's not here. He's down there.
He was there.
I'll look back at Azal and say, if you can distract them, I can get to the body of Salusa and attempt to bring her back. I don't know if she's unconscious or if she's dead, but either way, there might be a chance for me to revive her if I'm not surrounded by a goblin and 2 wyverns.
Oh, me distract or everyone distract?
Well, everyone. I don't want to put you in that much harm's way.
If you could see me right now, you'd see I'm giddy.
I just need to get closer to the body. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just don't want to drop any spells or anything until I'm there.
All right.
So how much health does a wyvern usually have? Like, how hard is one of these to take down?
Well, we killed one.
You guys have fought one before.
Yeah, but like I can remember that.
Wasn't that like 2 episodes ago?
Yeah, like I can remember that. It's been like 2 months at this point.
No, you
could
guys.
probably smite one.
Yeah, you guys fought one atop Mount Arbot when you guys were heading. I think you guys were only level 5 or 6 at the time.
It's less than a Hydra.
Got it.
So they're saying there's a chance.
Do wyverns count as beast?
They are dragon.
Okay, just double check it. You always got to ask these questions. And then, secondly, how far down did you say these platforms are? Like, is there a way for me to safely get down to the bottom without having to like climb?
Without climbing, no.
Oh, and for the record, I went up and picked up my magical arrows from earlier.
Okay.
Okay. Well then, DM, I would attempt to stealthily climb down the mountain.
I tell everyone else, like, I would like to cause a giant distraction, but Vulred, if you can pop off a shot first, that would be cool as shit.
Well, wait till I get down.
I think
Yes.
Yandre's trying to get closer, though, so we should wait because we can't see him.
Give me like a minute and a half.
The only one who
And
can
I'm
see
going
Yandre is Yandre.
Well, while he does that, I want to move up here and just get a little bit more of a position.
I assume you're still in line because I have no idea where you went. Like, all right.
Vulred.
Shh.
Ah, shit, where'd he go?
Quiet down.
But yeah, DM, I'm gonna, if they're all the same height, like there's not like a shorter distance somewhere, then I will attempt to climb down the 15 foot.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to mark some on here.
All right, well, Yandre goes there.
15 feet.
I'm going to go farther south and get a little closer, and I'm going to, as soon as you, Vulred, make your sign and kill one of them in one shot because you're amazing, and you do that, I'm going to shout out as loud as I can to draw all of their attention to me, and that way it distracts them from that one and that one, so they're real confused.
I'm going to shoot the one north.
You're like 30 feet away now. I just kept talking because I assumed you were still there.
Well,
I don't
we're
know
having
what-
this conversation before I move.
You were gonna, you'll be fine either way. Well, that's like, all right,
Okay.
like, you kill one.
I'm assuming at this point Yandre is already moving. He just
Yeah, and so you're just gonna climb down right here?
If they're all 15 feet, then yeah, because I don't really have a choice anywhere else, right?
Yeah, this ridge that you're at is 15 feet.
So yeah, I would try to stealthily climb down.
Okay. So, alright. See here. Roll me an athletics check.
Always athletics. It's
That's the check you roll for climbing.
Can I like do dope rogue shit and like hop from one side to the ledge to the other ledge? So like hop down the middle of that part and then down to the bottom ledge? It's a 15-foot.
No.
Okay.
If you want though, you could just jump off the end and then roll to hit the ground.
Nah, I'm good. I'll do the athletics.
would that be acrobatics to hit the ground?
Oh yeah, would it be acrobatics to just jump down? And hit
It
the ground?
would. It would to avoid damage. It's not stealthy though. Or rather, it's not as stealthy.
I'm about to say, do I have to roll stealth to try to maintain being?
Nope, you just have to roll really high on your acrobatic. I'm essentially allowing you to use your acrobatic.
Yeah, I'm gonna
as
use
stealth.
acrobatics because I have a better chance.
Okay.
I believe in you.
It's great. Oh, 25. Okay, cool.
I'll start moving this way, I guess.
Do not jump down before I get to where I need to go, Kelbeck.
The only one who can see Kelback move is Yandre.
I look back up at the top and I go, Kelbeck. And I know you can't see me, but I'm just like, Kelbeck, I swear, do not jump down this cliff just yet.
I'm just looking to see if you're dislodging any rocks so I can like see like where are you?
I mean, you can still see my footprints. Like, I'm going to be making footprints at some point or another.
Aren't you wearing those slippers?
Nope, I'm not.
Oh.
Gave those up.
I
Okay.
am wearing the boots of Elven
Yeah.
Cat.
Quick question.
Crack this line.
Who here speaks Goblin?
I don't speak Spanish.
Nobody.
Kayla might know a swear word or two, I imagine, at this point.
By
Oh, yeah, of course.
By goblin, do you mean Leonin?
No.
Leon is Portuguese. We already know that. Very similar.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Suavemente.
Okay. So you hear the goblins talking to one another.
Hola, ¿dónde está?
And all of a sudden, let's see. I actually need to make a roll here.
Kaka.
I have the wallet.
Okay. Marking that off.
Oh, DM, I do want to give you a nice courtesy reminder that we still have the fairy boon present. Okay.
Yep.
What boon?
You have it. You just weren't there.
Yeah, it makes you untargetable by scrying sensors and stuff like that.
Correct. And then the armor that I have also affects my stealth. So I'm just, in case you were doing this like specific boon.
Okay. All right. Is there something that anyone else is doing?
I'm waiting for my trigger.
Caleb is not moving at all because he wouldn't move. He still thinks people are around him.
I see Izal up at the top layer, like right above where I'm at. And I'm just like, Izal.
Do you? He's all invisible.
I see invisibility.
Oh, that's right.
I say, I go up to, I say to Izal, I'm like, I'm going to put a line in the sand next to Salusa. That's your go.
I think Yandre's gonna kill, or Vulred's gonna kill one of them, though.
Okay, well, can he wait until I'm not trying to make... You know what? Let me just go ahead and move, and then Vulred can kill whoever he wants to kill.
You should probably move quick. He has an itchy trigger finger.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm here. Just
I
waiting.
will move back to where I remember kind of where Caleb was, and just kind of like, where is he? Okay.
Fucking run into him.
Caleb, aren't you just gonna go? We're just gonna go right up to the edge of this first drop off, and so when stuff happens, we can do things.
All right.
Yeah, thought flashed through Caleb's mind. Oh, what the fuck you thinking? I'm not jumping off the edge of the cliff.
Nope.
It's like my do things is not the same as your do things.
We're not jumping off the cliff. You can cast magic missile or whatever the hell.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a
So,
special
are you
delivery
guys-
service for
Right.
melee boys.
Hey,
Vulred has something to say.
yeah, right. But right quick before I ask you, Vulred. So does that mean you guys are moving your token position?
I am
I already did.
for my turn. I would have gone back, interacted, and moved back.
Okay, cool. That's what I was checking. Vulred, you have moved. You don't know what the hell's going on.
So, remind me,
Mm-hmm.
on a surprise attack, is that
Mhm.
just advantage, or does that mean critical?
It means a critical, and since the target hasn't acted yet in the initiative, your damage is maximized.
Great.
Right.
You
I think
So-
that.
when you attack a creature that if they have not gone yet, you get advantage. If they have the surprise condition, you get a critical automatic crit.
Great.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and,
Which triggers a
Uh,
combat.
or am
Yeah.
I waiting for Yandre?
That's up to you. You don't know. Everyone's
You-
invisible,
you-
I'm waiting
you
for Vulred.
and this is the one. This is the wyvern over here that you're attacking, because it's either that or one of the goblin.
I was doing the one to the north.
I'm gonna. You can target that one, but I'm gonna say he's. Not that it probably matters. He's probably rolled really, really well, but he's got a little bit of cover, in case that matters to you.
Why'd you tell me now? I said earlier I'm moving up here and targeting the top one. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Your roll was fine.
So do I
Here we
hit?
go. Now he doesn't have cover. There you go.
So is that a hit?
What did you roll?
23.
23. Because I had not started combat.
Let's fudge this AC real quick.
So with the attack, you would roll initiative.
Yes. Yeah. So you're making the attack. So let's back out here so that way I can start the initiative.
And assuming they're surprised, they would just not go, and then Vulred would do his stuff.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I hate getting surprised in Baldur's Gate. That's a pain in the butt.
Agreed.
How they surprised me. I saw them. I knew they were there.
I could see their
Same goes
silhouettes
for
on the
them.
other side of the wall.
That's not right. I loaded the wrong.
Okay, well, while we do this, remind me what my critical damage is.
What level are we? 14?
Yes.
So 13 divided by 2, 6, 7? You have 76? Sneak attack?
My sneak
What
attack
level?
is 76.
76?
Okay. Oh, did no one roll? Yeah, sorry, I haven't actually asked for initiative, have I?
42, and that's plus my roll here, so 42 plus 33, correct? Or is it
Yes.
42 plus? Okay. So 75.
75 points of damage.
Well, 76 isn't your base, just so you have that set up. 58 is your base plus your modifiers.
Oh,
That's
so it's
including
58.
Piercer.
Oh, I did my math wrong.
It's your bow and your thing, and then your modifiers. But your modifiers will get added into your rolled damage that you did, so don't worry about that.
So is it 56 plus 33?
It's 58 plus what that rolled number is.
While they're discussing this, if everyone wouldn't mind going ahead and rolling initiative to help out, so we have that done.
Well, Vulred is going to go first anyway. Man, we all rolled good. Where's Calmac? What'd you get? That's a weird look on your face.
What'd you get?
The 5.
Well, you try.
To be fair, Azal rolled a 5 too. She just
I
also
also
rolled a 14.
Yeah.
DM, because I know sometimes my stuff doesn't show up right, I rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay, nope, because yours popped in as a 17, so thank you for that. But yes, how much damage did you do?
91.
91. Okay.
It's a measly little 91.
Damage. Okay. All right. So, with that, you loose the arrow. You strike the night scale wyvern. It roars out in pain. If anyone wasn't aware that you guys were there, they certainly are now. As this wyvern kind of partially collapses, it's not dead, but that frickin' hurt. Yeah. So, top of the, well, it was Vulred, so that was initiative. Everyone else is surprised, correct? Because no one tells, Vulred doesn't tell anyone anything. So, so top of the initiative again, I guess, is Vulred, because he rolled top.
No, that was his attack, was that one. When they attack,
No, I know.
You roll initiative, that attack he declared is wherever his initiative lands.
But isn't everybody on our team surprised?
No, because
except for you?
we knew our trigger was. I knew our trigger was Volred attacking
Okay,
something.
that's fair. So we wouldn't be surprised knowing that that's coming. Okay.
So it would, because Volred attacks, we roll initiative. His initiative goes first, so his attack goes first.
And that was his attack.
That was his attack.
Okay, so is Volred doing anything else?
He has movement and everything else he wants to do.
Nothing.
Just know you are now visible, so the things can see you, and you're the only one that is visible amongst our group right now.
Oh no.
So if you want to move or bonus action hide, but I don't know if you have any cover to hide behind, so.
I can try. Can I hide in these trees?
Sure. You can give that a shot.
Done.
All right. Are you done?
Done.
All right, DM, who's next?
Okay, next on the initiative is Yandere. Trying to see, they don't.
Now that I've seen.
Visible.
Yeah, well, now that I've seen that Volred did that, I'm going to move. That's a 10-foot jump, correct?
Yes.
Have bonus action dash and get down the side of that mountain.
Yeah.
Put me right there. Okay. All right. That's all I can do.
And I'm just gonna mark you invisible people. Purple circle.
Purple rain.
Because that would just be easy. Okay. Alright, and that's what you got, Yandere?
Yep.
Okay, let's
Show
see.
me what you got.
Let's see here. Next up is
Hey,
so that would be this goblin here,
Assuming they're not surprised. This is still that
which
first round
they
of
are.
combat.
Yeah, so he's no longer surprised. Next up is the Night Scale Wyvern that was attacked, so it is no longer surprised now. And then Calum, you're up. He's all you're on deck.
All right. So our whole thing about this is to distract and get rid of all these things quickly.
blow up the wyvern.
I'm gonna do what I did just a moment ago. Except this time I'm gonna hit 4 targets. I'm gonna use chain lightning. This time actual lightning.
Gross.
Lame.
Targeting this one, and then it's gonna extend from there to all
This
the other
goblin on
ones.
the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw 17.
Okay.
Well.
That's
37.
That's worse than you rolled last time.
And it didn't show a red because I didn't
Okay,
roll a single one.
let's
But I
see.
rolled like 5 twos.
what was the DC?
17.
Okay, 2 goblins fail. And both the wyverns fail. I didn't roll above an 11 for any of them. That sucks.
Are you sure none of them are illusions?
They have that
They are
magical
not illusions.
carapace, right?
Right, and
Oh,
then
God.
what was the damage?
37.
37.
Okay.
The goblins are absolutely deep fried.
Those were actually small shades of Cavail.
No. Let's see.
Bro, I'm running down these
Nice.
hills. I will Spartacus leap off that cliff at them. I don't know why the Mission Impossible theme is in my head, but
You're invisible.
There it
Stealthy.
Well, doesn't he? Well, he doesn't drop concentration on everybody else. It's just him.
Yep.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay.
So I don't think it does it for everybody else.
Nope. Because it's still a concentration spell. I just don't have the effect anymore.
Sorry, just trying to do something for this thing. Because these are all custom monsters, and so it loaded them in really weird.
does drop distance count as movement?
Yeah, I mean, technically when you... Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to count, and then when you climb, it counts as difficult terrain. It's weird. Okay.
Controlled drop movement.
This one, I'm gonna go get rid of him. Get this. Okay, sorry about that. Now, and you said it was 37. So let me apply this damage right quick. 37. And then Cracker. Who is now low. This is. He's already looking pretty low. That is actually going to hit the Goblin Trapper and zap him. He is now bleeding out on the floor, slowly dying. Making death saving throws.
Oh,
And then 37 for you. And that will bring this one down to 3. Sorry. I was trying to fix all of that in the initiative thing. Alright, so apologies. Alright, now is that anything else, Caleb?
That ends my turn, and that is a hefty little goblin.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't look too good, but yep.
So yeah, that ends my turn.
Alright. And that means you are now no longer invisible. And Izal, you're up.
woo! I'm still invisible. So I'm going to run at full speed and not rage to get to here. Just hopping down. And I'm going to use my Zealous Presence battle cry. You know, hi, I'm Izal Zella. I'm gonna.
Okay, so you're just gonna jump down the 15 feet.
Yeah.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
Woo!
Majestic. Dirty 20.
You're good. You hit the ground and do not fall prone.
Get to the edge. I yell, I'm Exella. You will know who I am. As I shout it out. But I'm still invisible when I do that. So they like, it just yells really, really loud.
Yeah. I am God.
Everyone within 60 feet of me gets advantage on their next attack rolls and saving throws.
Which is
Uh,
well, everyone but Vulred.
he,
nope.
Technically.
Um,
He's 60 feet horizontally, but Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean.
how?
And then I'm gonna run and jump and attack this wyvern on top.
Hypotenuse.
That was still 60 feet.
You're
As
Yeah,
the
but you're
crows-
higher elevation.
60 feet on one, and then you're about 25 feet above him. Or her.
Okay, I'll buy it just this one time.
You with your devil
Okay.
math.
Okay, anything else?
I guess I'm too far from it to really jump down on there. So I still have an attack at a range. I'm gonna throw my lightning javelin. Yeah.
Yeah, according to Pythagorean theorem, you are technically 65 feet away.
There it is. I rolled a
You can
dirty 20.
find that
I got
little
28
thing,
to
yeah.
hit that. I rolled a 28 to hit the wyvern.
That is a hit.
Ooh. Now it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Of course it does, because why wouldn't it?
DC 13.
That's not so bad. I rolled 13.
Ooh. I think half the damage. So 6.
11.
Half of 16. Yeah, it'll be 11 points of. Well, it's half of the 16, not half of the 6.
Oh,
So
14.
8. So 14 points of damage. Both piercing and lightning.
Okay.
Alright, and I.
am no longer invisible.
Aha! And I stand there. 'Cause I had a weapon already, and it's the only weapon I could draw out of it, so like. Suckers! That's it.
Next up is the Goblin Trapper. Make that saving throw.
Roll a 1.
Yeah, I did roll a 1. That is 2 failed death saving throws. Not doing so well there. Let's track that.
I can't believe I got that.
Okay. Next up is this. The one you just attacked. This one's a little pissed. So this one is going to round on you.
How dare you?
But it is surprised for this round.
That is technically true. So it's just going to look over and it's going to want to eat you.
Dare you?
All right, Kelmac, you're up.
Woo! I guess I'll take. I don't know. Would I land there or there? You tell me. There or there?
That's it. Do you want to land on the slope or do you want to land on the flat?
I will jump the 15.
Okay. Give me an athletics.
Do I still have Bardic?
That was a
Yep.
while ago.
Oh no, that's gone. That's gone.
Okay.
We had like a 30-minute elevator trip.
Yeah. If it lasts an hour, maybe. Like check.
17?
Nope, 10 minutes.
17 athletics?
17. That's
Yeah.
enough.
Okay, cool.
You hit the
yeah.
ground and don't fall prone.
Okay, yeah, and I'll take a little step forward so I can see over the edge, and I will actually cast a spell.
What?
I will cast Guiding Bolt at level 1.
Okay. Yeah.
At the last alive goblin, Mr. Mans.
Okay. What am I rolling?
I have advantage. Or 2. 14 plus 9 is 23.
23 is a hit.
Okay, 46. 5 plus 2, 7. 10. 14 damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I will just blast him in the chest armor and just kind of like burn it away.
Okay. Detonate right on his chest.
It looks like fire, but it's not.
And he's going to start making death save. Okay.
I have 45 feet of movement. Would I be able to get down to the next level with Salusa?
How much more movement do you have left?
So if I'm counting this, I'm counting the squares of distance plus height, right?
Yeah. Looks like you got plenty.
Okay. Then yeah, that's just a little 10-foot drop.
Okay. No need for an athletics check for that.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, as long as you're the one that initiates the jump, I assume 10 feet is no problem. All right. So also, because at that point it's kind of a nice slope, so you're kind of going, kind of partially sliding down the end because it's a more of a steep slope than thing. But yeah, so you are now there next to Salusa. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Vulred, you're up. And then Yandere, you're on deck.
I'm gonna go after the one I hit first.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to get sneak attack on this as per usual, and I'm sorry, get advantage, and just do my normal thing. 30.
Which will hit.
Misses.
41.
Okay. How would you like to drop this wyvern?
Nothing too crazy. Just arrow to the eye, and just kind of fall over.
Okay. Takes an arrow to the eye, and its death throes are silent. As it just kind of death wails, and then hits the ground, partially laying over the edge of this cliff face. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Yandere, you're up.
Okay, DM, I'm gonna jump down here, take the 5-foot jump.
Okay. Easy enough.
And I'm gonna cast Eyes of the Grave. Specifically targeting I'm looking at the body of Salusa, and I'm checking to see if it's an undead creature or not.
It is not.
Okay.
Nor do you see any other undead in the vicinity.
Okay. Then, as a bonus action, I will cast Mass Healing Word. And I will target. It's up to 6 creatures. I'm going to target myself because I've taken damage. I will target Salusa And then I really think that's the only people, but I'll give healing to everybody.
Well, he's always taking a little bit from a rock.
Yeah. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay.
So everybody but Vulred.
And Caleb.
And
I haven't taken damage, so it doesn't matter.
It's okay. It's Salusa is unconscious, correct?
Yeah, currently making death saving throws.
Okay, she will heal 9 points just because she automatically gets the full healing.
Okay.
And then I will roll. It's just a d4, so it's not that bad. Isal and I will heal 7.
Okay. And you can see the blush of life and kind of a little bit of rousing at your feet, Kelmac.
And then I will finish my movement. And go there.
Kelmac is technically the only person still invisible.
No, because I cast Guiding Bolt, which is an attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Alright, that was it for me.
Next up is Goblin Tracker making death saving throws, and he rolled a 3,
Fail.
so that tracker is not dying. He is now expired. Alright, next up, the other Night Scale Wyvern. Oh, wait, that's right.
You did.
I must have forgot to
He did.
apply damage to that. So let me update the initiative trackers for those. Caleb, you're up, and Izal, you're on deck.
You're muted.
Hey, you.
Cast power
Sorry.
word kill.
Bit much.
On some loose.
Oh,
Whoa!
Alright, so
Missile there.
this one is this one flying or no?
Missiles, she'll die.
What?
Well, they went up.
Flying?
Is it flying right now or is it on the ground?
It is not present. It's on the ground presently.
Okay.
It only recently recovered from surprise.
Then, in that case, seeing how everything seems to be in order better than it was, I'm actually going to cast Magic Missile with my wand.
Target
Okay.
Salusa.
Oh no, only one of them's going to target Salusa. No, I'm
I
just
want
kidding.
to see a max level magic missile.
Then they cast shield.
I will only do up to 7. I'm going to do a 7th level Magic Missile.
7-shot extravaganza.
Like the fireworks I did. Some kids knocked over our bottle for bottle rockets, and it zipped down the trailer park.
That's a wild magic surge. Cast a bottle rocket on your family. What?
And
Sorry.
Magic Missile is +1 for each dart. So that's 37.
37 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And go.
And where I'm at now, am I at the ledge falling down, or do I have to go up here?
You'll need to go up.
Okay, then I'm just going to be at the edge. Now I'm just hanging onto the tree.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. So it's still up. And so next up is Izal.
Let's go! I'm excited we could all be here together for this monumental occasion. I rage! And
course.
then I jump on it. Ranthier swinging around here. Whee! Run and jump. Try to land on it, but like fall off of it.
Okay.
I attack it recklessly. Yeah. Ooh, oh. 23 to hit. Should
23.
be a hit. Does
Mhm.
roll my radiant damage for my first hit this turn. Let's get the Divine Fury. Ooh, nice. Yeah. So my total damage from that hit is an amazing 11, 12, 13, 14 plus. That's 23 points of slashy damage.
Okay. It's still up.
Second swing. Ranthir's out for blood. Let's go.
Izal, this one
Big
is
money,
a
big money,
living
big
creature.
money, no whammies.
Cool. It's not made of balloons. And I swing again. The number also hit.
What
25?
was that? 25, yeah.
10 points.
Armor
of-
class is 16, bro.
10
I mean, come on.
points of slashing damage.
10 points. Anything else?
No, I use my bonus action to rage.
Yep. And he's looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
Alright,
I mean,
next
for
up,
the
the
deal.
unconscious goblin trapper. He needs to death saving throws. And a 3 is a failure. Man, I roll shit for these goblins. Alright, next up is this night scale wyvern you attacked here, Izal. This one's kind of pissed.
Let's go,
It looks like it's gonna almost. You see it throw its wings out and start moving towards you.
I like a red panda. That's
Um,
adorable.
Nope, it's going to try and take off, but grab you and take you with it. So that's going to be you. That's not gonna hit. Yeah, 'cause that's a 15, so that won't hit. So it's gonna
It
reach
has
out with you.
advantage, Eric.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Take
Might not
me
matter, though.
away.
The event, it didn't fix it, so it's gonna reach out with claws one more time. 2 and a 5. Oh my god,
I'm
come
trying
on.
to help you, Eric. Help
I
me
know,
help
I
you.
know, I know. It's like I was sitting here thinking, man, I'm gonna be so good, and I've been rolling dog shit all night. So yeah, this one attempted to pick you up as it flew off, but well, that didn't work. So it's going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
It'd be a real shame if someone was. Yeah. I don't get advantage on this one. 21.
Get into
21 is a hit.
maximum overdrive.
I'm gonna laugh.
Points of slashy damage.
With 13 points of health left.
Dude, I would have laughed.
Get back here, you
So
one
bad.
hit point coward.
How do you do this?
It grabs a part of my shoulder and tries to pull away, and it rips the shoulder strap of just my overshirt and tears that away. It's like, you bastard! I just chuck a Ranthir at it, like, yeah, clip it right in the back of the head as it falls down.
Yep, falls to the ground,
It's
splats,
my
kind of
second favorite
prostrates
shirt.
itself on the side of the cliff, and then kind of starts sliding down a little bit under the weight. But yeah. Okay. With that, the sounds of combat abate.
I will execute this other goblin.
Okay. And so Salusa actually looks like she's beginning to come back to consciousness. But we'll see what all that's going to be about after a break. because it is that time.
Break time.
Yeah. See you guys in 15. Oh my god, blood everywhere! It's everywhere!
Sounds about right.
Calm down, Salissa, you slapper.
Ha ha ha! I killed Yandere. He is dead.
Yeah.
And see.
Oh no!
Out of
I said I killed Yandere, not Vulred.
out of respect, Vulred also left.
2 for 1 shot.
Turns out
Okay.
the resurrection was linking their souls.
Apparently.
Yandre's back.
Uh,
That was Vulred. Now they're both.
Ha 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 ha. You know, like 30 seconds ago when I said I killed Yandere, I was lying. So, yes, you guys come back, and Salusa, clearly Salusa, she's kind of laying on the ground, starting to come to. She's wearing kind of leather and chain armor of the town guard. And she looks like she's been through a hell of a fight. Her clothes are torn. She's matted with blood everywhere. Her bowstring is snapped. She looks like she put up one hell of a fight. But as she kind of starts to come to and looks around, I believe, seeing Vulred as the first thing, she looks up, goes, "Died and gone to hell, haven't I?"
Not yet, bitch.
And then she's kind of looking at you and taking it again. "Are you really here?"
Yes, sister. It is I.
I see. "So you must have sensed that someone tried to kill your sister, and she's like starting to kind of, and you just couldn't let someone else do the job, could you?"
I wasn't gonna quite say that, but that's a better response than what I could have planned.
Yeah. She's kind of looking around and kind of seeing Yandere. "I suppose you're the one I have to thank for this."
Yes, but Kelmek was there. He could have done the job just as easy.
Kind of looking up and coming. "Right." And at this point, she's trying to stand and looks around, going, "Well, that wasn't entirely how I expected that to go."
I'll kind of pull her to her feet.
What happened here? Give us the details.
Yeah, Kelmac, you kind of pull her to her feet, and she goes to kind of round, and ooh, from all the blood loss, she gets a little woozy and kind of falls back and places her hand on the rock face behind her, steadying herself. I was stationed at the watchtower with some members of the watch. It was our turn, and we saw what looked like wyverns circling around some of the area, so we came out to take a look. And then there were these, and she's looking down and seeing the goblins. These filthy creatures set traps for us. And, well, once the first of us was taken out, and she kind of gestures a little bit farther down the mountain, the wyverns came down and circled, and, well, they managed to chase me all the way back up here. Well, I went down fighting as best I could, and to be honest, I didn't expect to wake up again.
You haven't seen a shade, have you?
No, not that I've seen.
Well, we must be careful. This is the act of a shade, and they have mother and brother.
Salusa suddenly looks over to you, suddenly very panicked. Where?
Back up in the mountain.
All right. And you see her start trying to pull the broken bowstring off her bow and kind of reach into a side pouch, pull out a new one. Lead the way. And she start trying to restring her bow.
She's not really in the condition to fight. At least not yet. I would prefer to save one of my higher level spells. Does anybody else have any potions that we can give her?
Yeah, I think I have one.
If you wouldn't mind.
I do have a potion that I can give her.
I have 4.
We could take like a short or a rest and a long one.
I have a specialty potion that I end up getting. I have a potion of watchful rest, which can give her the rest.
The benefits of a long rest.
Yes.
Kelmek or Vulred, if you can check the goblins, I saw them rummaging through her body. There might be some other items that they've snatched from her.
Did she say that the other ones were further down that way?
There were other people further down.
Other people. My god companions.
I can go check to see if they're okay or...
No.
She kind of looks and goes, I can tell you that I was the only survivor.
We...
I will give her the potion that I have.
Okay. Alright. And then, let's see, you guys are looting the goblins. You see a lot of generic kind of riffraff goblin type stuff. Nothing of it seems too interesting. However, the goblin trapper that you kind of pull out, there are some objects here that you don't quite recognize. They appear to be some kind of grenades, but the outside of them are made with some kind of ceramic embedded with what looks like pieces of cast-off metal. Nails, bits of shear. You seem to find 3 fragmentation grenades.
That's nifty.
I think Gorbeck tried to get me one of these one time. Told him to put it back where he got it.
Great. We found some grenades. We are on a timetable. The more we begin to deviate, the more likely that we're not going to save Vulred's mother and brother.
Well then, isn't our plan to use the circle back into the mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
So are we taking a short rest for Salusa to get the watchful resty thingy?
It's an immediate potion.
I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah, and as you look over and she's just kind of taking a look at it, most of her wounds have knitted. She's looked like she's got heavy scarring. Her clothes and armor are in tatters. And she's still looking like she's got some anemia, but she looks like she's at least had a couple days rest since she was almost killed.
Sister, you look better. You still look like shit, but you look better.
And she goes, well, I'm afraid I'd have to give you that one, because they feel like shit.
By the way, she has yet to see the Vulred glow up.
Sexy.
Oh, God.
Well, she's like,
That's
you look
that's
like
it.
weird.
Yeah, because that's the deal where she's sitting here and it's like looking around. She's like now looking at you,
She's
kind
just
of
not
awkward.
affected by it at all because you're the brother. Like,
Yeah, she's made her turn off.
like you look fucking stupid.
Yeah, but now that like some of her swelling around her eyes have gone away, you know, she's looking around.
Did you get plastic surgery?
You see, you're just kind of like, reach out and like poke, your cheek.
It's an illusion.
While you guys are doing this, Yandre is saying a little prayer, and he's going to harness divine power to get one of his 3rd level spell slots back.
And she goes, "Well, you always were the vain one, and at least this way we don't look so much like twins." And so she looks over to Caleb. "You're the mage, right? You said there was a magic thing that you were going to do?"
Yes. A magic circle to get us back inside the mountain.
Good.
That's rude. Okay, she's referred to you as the mage. You've lived in our house. We've lived together in the same house.
You were never there.
Shut up, Eric, with your facts. And you're the mage, and you're the help. Okay.
Wow. Well, okay, yeah, true. But
So yes, I will start casting teleportation circle.
okay,
I get my Java.
as a okay. And this whole time, she's just sitting there casting a spell, but she does kind of look over to you, Vulred, and be like, I'm sorry, what is this? Is this like some sort of midlife crisis thing?"
Sister, now is not time to feel inferior.
"Oh, I certainly don't feel inferior. It's just... why?"
You see Yandre in the background just kind of like, am I the only one that cares about your family?
"Oh, don't worry. We'll get there and we'll kill whoever this is. Besides, we have to wait for, Caleb, was it? To finish the circle thing. Besides,
That is correct.
I've learned it's best not to rush a mage when it comes to teleportation. That's how most people end up dead."
I thought it was goblins.
Well, the goblins would have been easier to handle if they weren't packing explosives. And of course, the wyverns. Bit much to take on by my own.
Well, to answer your previous question, sister, if you want to know about why this, then when things have calmed down, we should take a trip to the Feywild. And you will see all the attention I get.
I'm more worried about what Mother's gonna say when she finds out.
Oh, you're welcome for saving your life. Now you're going to ridicule me?
Technically, your friend Yandre saved my life.
No, that's what I'm going to say to Mother when she opens her mouth.
You truly going to speak to Mother that way?
Well, if I'm saving her life, I feel like I've earned it.
Alright, and Caleb's helpful break in to say, "Hey, spell's pretty much done
Let's go.
now." Breaks off this conversation. And you all go... This time it feels weird. Being so close to your actual destination, it feels more like you're being shoved through the opening and just appear on the other side. There's not that weird, kind of spatial displacement that lingers. But yeah, you find yourself in that central area of the weird sanctum.
We'll look around at the people that are around us. I think we know where we should go now.
Yeah, back to the elevators.
Hey, Seleucid,
Cool. Yes.
do you have anything that's not... Is that like a magical bow? Is it like a regular bow?
Standard issue, I'm afraid.
Okay. I know it's not your forte. You're much more of the Kiyoshi Dex type. I pull out from the bag of holding my magic battle axe. It's a spare. Yeah. It's better than nothing in case something is unaffected by non-enhanced weaponry. And I head over the battle axe.
Yeah, and she takes the battle axe and goes, "I'm more a fan of swords, but thank you."
I left it at
This
the
will be helpful.
location. I didn't think. This is why I care so many.
And then she takes it, trying to figure out a way to slide it into her belt. Yep. And so you guys go through the process of attempting to pass the 20-foot chasm. Slowly with ropes. Get a little more practice this time. And you guys make your way quite quickly back to the central elevators. At this point in time, a couple of the elevators have already been in use, of course, and are now down at the bottom. The third does not appear to be on this particular floor at this time, but there is another that can head up or down, your choice.
Well, we would need to go up to the summit.
I think we have
Damn.
Guess we'll all try to load up on the one.
Well, we can summon the other two and all go up essentially in tandem once the other ones get here.
About 20 minutes? I might go faster.
I want to point at Calmac. He can always climb it again.
It's easy. It's easier climbing down.
Mostly a slide thing.
Yonder's gonna go over to wherever like the latch is and try to see if there's anything that will cause the elevators to start heading up.
Yep. You find the main gear on those, and you start hearing as the large counterweight starts to sink, and the lifts go up faster than you would expect, not being laden. So in about 15 minutes or so, 2 new lifts are present.
There are 6 of us.
So 2 on each one.
Yeah. Dibs
Let's
on
do it.
Caleb.
Rora, do you want to be with your sister?
Fine.
So Lucia just rolls her eyes and walks into one. Like, I don't bite. Whoever can join me if they wish.
I'll go with Salusa.
Thank you for taking one for the team, Calmac.
Not awful.
No, you're not awful. She might be.
And now here she bites.
What?
And I'll just move the lever to make it start going up.
Okay.
Come on, Andre. Let's take another lift.
Alright, Caleb, best of 3. I got you this time.
All right.
Yandere moves the lever on the lift with Vulred and himself.
Okay. So let's go ahead and roll to see if you guys spot anything on the way up.
Perceptions, you say?
Nope. I'm just rolling on my random encounter chart that I prepared.
Depressing. I haven't got a chance to use my advantage on perception since I got it. And
That druid is now higher up in the thing. He went more north.
Okay. No. Actually, let's see. Should be Azal and Caleb are heading up first, I believe.
I think Calmac... Did Calmac do the switch first? Yeah, Calmac put
Calmac
it
did
slightly
slightly.
ahead of us.
Okay. So as you guys are just kind of slightly off, you guys start heading up.
You know, if they made it by the dwarves did this, there'd be no squeaking. It'd be a solid, functioning thing.
Well, technically in Vrowengard, they just use magical lifts. Large
Solid,
slabs of...
functioning thing.
Yep. So anyway,
Very possible.
as you guys start to come and round up a taller section that's filled with these kind of large bioluminescent mushrooms, this actually looks like some kind of a like a resting place or something. And you watch as this little goblin creature is in the process of harvesting some mushrooms, looks over, and its eyes get really big and move over as you see a relatively familiar kind of red-skinned goblin with nibbed-off ears. Kind of going, Grant? As you guys start throwing up and go,
Hey, buddy.
and he kind of runs over,
Careful,
and
gravity.
you guys start going, yeah, and he kind of runs to the edge and goes, hi, it's been a long time. You guys start going up. Okay, have fun.
Is that Mizak?
No. Ziggle.
Ziggle. Mizak was the
Kobold.
yes.
Kobold.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, shit. I cast message down to him, like, meet you at, I don't know. Hey, buddy, bye. See you later. Shit, I think I already flubbed that message, Caleb.
There's always next
I
time.
panicked.
Okay. Can he reply?
He can.
Okay. Yeah, you just get like a flood. Oh, yeah, long time. No, not never. See you at tavern.
Oh, shit. Caleb, we gotta go to the tavern in town, hang out with him. I hope he has a job because I really don't want to pay for a goblin mooching off us because all the rich friends are in town.
Let's do it.
Alright. I'll send a message to the rest of the party like, hey, Mizak wants to meet us at the tavern.
Ziggle. Also,
I say
you guys
Mizak.
kind
I was
of
like, oh shit, it's me
all
and Ziggle.
hit at the same time. So like
We're
literally
right
you can.
here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like everyone. Hi, friend. Hi, friend.
He probably doesn't recognize me.
Oh, that's
Who's
true.
your
He
hot
wouldn't
friend
recognize.
and
Or
other elf?
Yandre.
or
And
Salusa?
I'll
It
probably
just
just
sees
tell you-
three of us. It doesn't know Kelmac either.
And I'll just probably tell Yandre, like, I recognize that goblin. I feel like I've fed him copper before.
Oh
So-
my god.
So he would totally recognize myself and Caleb.
Yeah.
And then our hot elf, our other hot elf, our other hot elf, and our cat person.
Uh-huh. And then you basically have a hobo wizard.
We're the weird ones,
And-
Caleb.
Yeah, if you look at it like that. But
Yeah, great.
Okay. So, yeah, just a couple more minutes after that, you can actually start to feel the temperature drop just a little bit as you come to the topmost section of the mine. This one looks as though it was kind of in process, almost. It's got a few tunnels that don't seem to go very deep, and not a whole lot of work outside of initial mining of the tunnels has actually been performed. But you guys can feel there is a slight breeze that kind of brings cold-ish, like cool air through the place.
I mean, we'll go to the top.
As far as we can go, I guess. I don't
No,
know.
that's where you guys are at.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's get off this stupid thing.
Prompt these all to see if there are any exit signs.
Okay. And then, right quick. Yeah, Kelmac,
This one says,
Salusa.
Fuck the establishment. So I'm pretty sure that might be the way.
As you guys step off the lift, you particularly Kelmac, you kind of step off. You hear the chain falls, and your lift suddenly starts rapidly descending into the abyss. Not a few moments after you step off, and then after a little while, a few moments, you hear, "Boom."
oh shit.
Just give everyone a thumbs up as they like all meet up kind of at the same time. Just You might want to get off.
I'll also note, Kelmac, this is the that was the shaft that you climbed down. So just be thankful, I guess, that the minecart never did dislodge and hit you on the way down. But
I have cat-like reflexes.
You land on your feet.
Cat like would only do so much to getting hit with a several tons of elevator.
Land on your feet, followed quickly by your stomach, your shoulders, and your head. Is that a cart?
okay. So, yep, Yandre, superior perception there. You, like I said, you do sense this place is a little bit colder. You can smell a bit of sweet air, and there's a bit of a movement of air in the room.
But does he smell sweet nut milk?
Who knows?
I mean, I will continue through because we still have to go find the mom and the brother. So
Okay, roll me a perception.
I get the wrong perception.
We believe.
26.
Okay. You take a few turns about the room to try and see if you can feel where the cross breeze is coming from. You lead the group down one of the more complete mine shafts, and you kind of stop as the breeze becomes stronger. As you're glancing around, you see above you there is kind of this 3-foot wide, though somewhat kind of narrow channel cut out through the rock at an angle. And about 15 feet, you see daylight. This appearing to be some kind of an exhaust shaft to carry bad fumes from the mine out, and also be used as a escape if ever needed.
Looking around, and I'll just like look at everybody else. So, what'd you say?
Up and out.
Up and out.
Alright.
I'll go first.
I'll take up the rear in case someone has to slide down.
I'll go after you, Kelmac.
Okay.
I'll go right before Zol.
Kelmac, you climb kind of wedging through this narrow space. Takes you a little bit since it is so constrained. You do eventually pop out the top, which lies at the edge of kind of a, not sheer, but kind of a very steep slope. One side, the part that's in front of you, kind of rolling off down the mountain into the valley below. The valley that lays kind of at top of this summit where the goblins are. Well, I guess you, Aaron, would know that. Kelmac would not. And then kind of at your back, as you kind of shift around, about 10 feet above you, there looks to be the top of a ridge. So you got to kind of do a little bit of shimmying to climb up there, no problem. If you wouldn't mind rolling me an athletics check, though.
Natural 2029.
Ooh. Yep. You guys are kind of watching as Kelmac does this kind of really elaborate shift and sitting position, and then 1 foot by 1 foot pull himself out of this chute, and then start to very kind of quickly disappears off above you. You guys can actually start to hear a little bit of scraping noises as rock gets moved. And Kelmac, as you stand up on top of this ridge, You look to be almost kind of like due west, well, kind of northwest of the ruin. As you kind of turn around and look towards the southeast, you can see the large monolith of the top. And this is similar, you would guess, to this would be the area that Izal stomped around in when she was bearing her soul all alone during the full moon.
Yeah, I'll just kind of lay some rope down and password that it is pretty bad coming out. So just grab the rope and I'll haul you up.
Yep,
It is
and
a
you're
bitch.
able to find a pretty stout, like alpine spruce tree that you can kind of wrap around and use as a base, and then drop the rope in. And with the aid of the rope, it's relatively trivial for the rest of you to make your way up and out. And yes, though it is summer here, it feels relatively cool. There's still spots of snow that remain in the shade of trees. But yep. Well, what are you guys going to do now?
Do we have a way of sensing your mother, or are we just hope we stumble upon her?
I can locate creature again. I kind of stopped that originally because we needed to find Salusa, but I can do it again.
How many times can you do that?
7.
Technically, I can do it probably another 4 times, but that is really reaching the capacity of my ability. I would prefer to only do it 1 more time.
Sounds
Then let's make it count.
I think right now is the best time to do it.
And then I will cast Locate Creature, and I will attempt to find Vulred and Salusa's mother.
Verona. Okay. So you reach out, you get a ping. And very short distance. From what you can tell, it seems to be directly in line with the mountaintop fortress, where you recently slept over while Azal was doing her thing, and before that, fought Krieg, the Hobgoblin war chief.
Well, I didn't fight Krieg, but I
Well,
slept over.
yes.
I killed that man.
And stole his sword. You still have it.
It's at the sanctuary. It's on my bed.
Looks like always lead to the fortress. DM, do I sense any other portals or anything in the near vicinity?
Roll me a portal sense.
Can I help?
Sure. Roll with advantage.
Glad you helped. It didn't help me much because I got the same roll. It's a 12.
Woo!
Woo! Okay. You
Is
kind
Vulred
of reach out.
proficient in that skill of portal
Oh, yeah.
sense?
I am.
Yes.
Well, technically, he could never roll lower than a certain number.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I don't know how rogue and portal sense work though, so that's like a
Well, I
D8.
rolled.
That's yeah. That's the difference. Vulred has half the bonus, but rolled twice the result.
Just for shits.
Yeah. Up here, you guys don't sense any portals.
Okay, well, I mean, we are walking into a fortress, so I would expect that we should probably prepare ourselves for the worst. Nothing?
agree.
I'm always ready.
I'm ready to go.
Onward we go.
Okay.
As we go, I'm gonna take a potion of healing, just as a heads up.
Okay. As you cautiously approach the summit of this mountaintop temple, you start to notice there is some activity of let's move around. It looks like large prints similar to wyvern. So you guys can spot some wyvern prints kind of in the area. And as you guys approach, you can actually see a couple of the night scale wyverns kind of come down, one about 30 feet off, kind of dropping on a rock and just kind of staring at you. The other one kind of landing on top of this rocky outcropping of the entrance, just kind of looking at you. Not hostile, it seems. And as you kind of step in a little bit, the post and lintel opening to the cavern system that lies before the tomb is open and unguarded, except for perhaps the wyverns.
Do we take the time to take these out now, or do we wait?
Can we slip past them?
No, they see us.
Yep, but they appear non-hostile.
I mean, I could lead the way. Just be their primary point of focus.
I think at this point, if they were going to attack us right now, they would. I tend to think this is a lure of some sort. We were told to come this direction, of course. So, I think we're essentially walking into a trap regardless of what we do.
I could be their primary focus. They can get angry at me. If they're not going to spring an attack on us, then I would literally walk right up to them.
You can take point. I still don't want you going by yourself, but go.
Well, you guys could strafe off to the side.
We're agreeing. We're agreeing. Take point.
All right. Start walking forward. Not aggressively, but not obviously trying to hide. Just kind of a casual stroll through the woods towards them.
Okay. As you kind of make it across this open plateau area. As you do, the wyvern behind you, perched on the rock, doesn't move, just continues to watch your party. As you inch towards the door, the one kind of posted up over the entrance kind of moves just a little bit closer so that way it can kind of stare down at you as you enter, but does not attack you as you cross the threshold. As you get a glance onto the interior, the braziers up here are lit, and along the kind of winding hall that ends at the opening of that altar room, you can see more light and sort of sound.
Whatever noise you make, sometimes we have no idea what
Yeah.
you're saying. It cuts out. It doesn't catch it.
Okay. It's
Eat the
basically it sounds like a whetstone on metal. Yep, just kind of echoing. Occasionally you can hear the rattling of chains.
If I walked in as point, were they following me, or were they stealthing off the edges? Or
Nope, the wyverns just sit and are having a look.
I'm not going to go further in. I would just pivot, face outside, and look the other way, and with the old earpiece on, points to the direction that I believe the fire's like, they're not. We're good. I don't know what's going on.
Then we keep going.
do it.
Okay. As you cautiously make your way forward, again, the wyvern above just kind of glancing at each of you, kind of on turn as you approach. The other one slowly kind of getting down off the boulder, approaching a little bit, but still keeping a distance. You pass into the cave entrance and make your way towards the back. The remnants of the hobgoblins that were left here long ago have been cleaned out, it seems. And the place seems more inhabited. You guys, what do you guys do now?
What are we doing, is all?
I mean, is there just the constant swinging sound?
I mean, we're heading towards whatever you're sensing, and I'll gladly be in the front.
So I'll continue to guide us all to the general direction of where I'm sensing.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
At this point in time, you continue through the cave complex before you arrive at the large stone post and lintel entrance to the altar room. As you guys kind of glance in, you can see the land start to come up a little bit before it reaches that large stone plinth upon which everything rests. Anything you guys want to do before you cross the threshold?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'll use Eyes of the Grave one more time before entering in, just to see if we're like just undead presences in the general area.
Yep. You use Eyes of the Grave. Your eyes light. There are, well, that you can see within view, dozens of spiritual entities.
Oh, shit.
Not ghosts. They're like small
Moats.
floating motes, as if
Ghost
whatever they were has been so torn down and reduced to its basic elements. They're just spirit now. Probably nothing in remains of them as people. But you can sense now that you see them these waves of fear and actually abject terror, hatred, disgust, longing, sadness, sorrow, agony, all kinds of emotions. These are bound spirits trapped in an infinite death loop, so to speak. And you can almost kind of sense their torment tethered to the being you suspect lies further in the room.
There's a lot of spirits here that are unable to move forward. It's really sad.
So let's help them along their way.
Yes. We should.
I grip the handle for Ranthers, like, let's go get some revenge.
Yes. Little catharsis would be helpful. All right. So you step in to the altar room as it starts unfolding to your left. You see the columns that flank the left and right sides of the room, a couple of which broken, that sit on that kind of narrow galleyway that surrounds the central area. In the back, the dais, where there still lies an altar, which a figure, which I guess at this point only Vulred actually recognizes, sits upon it like a throne. You guys watch as this relatively lithe human figure in this kind of jet black armor, covered in a night black cloak, sits with a sword in his hand, an old one, in the process of just kind of honing the edge, whilst this massive, wicked-looking jet black great axe sits to its side. The axe, those of you who fought Bashalan will recognize as one that seems to be able to shift its form. Just off his left shoulder, you see a tear in the veil of the floor, beneath which the astral sea. Around the edge of it, there are clusters of sharp spikes that point outward in all directions, warning any who would dare come too close. Hanging above, in a cage wrought of black iron, suspended by a single chain that, Calum, from your eyes, appears to be created using some sort of magic, you see the familiar forms of Elduin and Verona locked within that cage. That shadowy chain, the only thing keeping them from plunging into the depths of the astral sea. As you all enter the main area, Bashalan kind of looks up. This kind of... the face seems quite comely, as if he was once a very handsome man, flanked only by a very large and wicked scar that comes down on one eye. It's the only thing that seems to mar his beautifulness. And he has this kind of sandy blonde hair that's short and tousled. But in a way that still makes him look more or less handsome. He kind of looks over. Finally, you've come. I figured you would. Suppose then you got my message. And he kind of takes the sword. Well, I guess I can be done with that. And you hear, just something to pass the time, you understand? He kind of leans forward just a little bit. So, oh, shit. Seems like you managed to save the girl. Oh well, it's fine. So, I suppose you've all come to fight me then, yes?
That's your choice.
Is it though? I mean, I am the last of the great black priests, so... On the one hand, if I let you go, and let you take them with you, I risk offending a goddess I truly do love to serve. And honestly, some of you, kind of glances over to Yandere and Kelmac, actually put up a pretty good fight. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of revenge there. I wasn't expecting them to be so capable. Pleasant surprise.
Well, sure, we could fight, but why don't we talk a little first? I mean, surely we have all the time.
Kind of looks over to the cage. Yeah, I got a little bit of time before I need to re-up the spell. Oh, by the way, in case you get any ideas, I'm currently concentrating on that particular piece of ironwork. So, if anything should happen to me, bye-bye, mommy and brother.
Well, let me ask then. Why my family?
Why your family?
From the beginning. Not just this incident. Why? Who put the shades against me and my family?
Well, I suppose wouldn't hurt to reveal my grand plan. I mean, after all, I've tied up all those loose ends, and the contract maker is dead. Because, this whole thing proved to be a real pain in the ass, so some balancing of the scales were needed. But, I believe you are familiar with a certain cook that your family employs.
Maybe I am.
Well, you see, this cook actually lost a good number of friends of hers, and family as well, in your father's mines, and had hoped at some point to get a bit of revenge. They went through the effort of becoming your family's cook, but there she learned that assassinating your father would prove to be more difficult than she had anticipated. Not wanting to give up her chance for revenge, she thought about contracting with certain Dark Brotherhood to carry out the revenge on her behalf. Granted, I must say, the issue wasn't exactly with your family at all, though the cook, from my understanding, she really did hate all of you. But mostly, we were supposed to make your father suffer a bit before we finally took his life. That is why Kale attacked you and your sister first. Well, granted, it was really only supposed to be you, but your sister was there in the way, and Kale grew impatient. So, that's how that happened. And, well, we would have killed your brother too, but after you and your sister fled and took a while to get you caught down, let's just say Kale did some really sloppy work, so I was forced to come in and take over for him. I began taking care of loose ends, first the cook, then your father, and then I would have killed your mother and brother too, but I didn't know where they were. And so I figured, I'll kill you, and then, you just seem to be quite a bit of fun. And then I realized that you wouldn't be so easy to kill, since you have some friends. So I thought about taking care of them first, and to my surprise, weren't weak. So I changed tack. That was such a humiliating defeat, I have to say. I mean, after all, Cleric put up actually surprisingly good fight for Cleric. And, Paladin friend, sword of his hits a lot harder than I anticipated. At any rate, I decided my first priority would be to kill all of you. But, I didn't think you guys would actually come, so I acquired some leverage. So, all things go as planned. I can kill, I guess at this point, 8 birds with 1 stone. Or 1 swing of the axe, so to speak. Although, to be clear, there will be multiple swings. I plan on taking my time with you.
Pardon me one sec. And I turn over to Salusa and just be like, I fucking told you. I told you that bitch was always out for us. And all you ever did was laugh.
And Salusa's saying this. Okay, yes, okay, it was the cook with the shadow assassin in the garden. Okay, you were right.
The worst game.
Me. That's how you sound right now. You sound stupid.
Brother, it really doesn't matter at this point, because we are here, our family is there, and we still have to survive this.
we'll get back to this later. Mother, do you hear this bullshit? I tried telling you. Eldwin, I didn't tell you because that was embarrassing. Well, I mean, you saw how she treated me. But Mother, I said she was bad news. Those pork ribs were delicious. But we should have...
Yeah, and Solus is like, true, but her cobbler really could use some work.
Oh, you guys act... I thought you liked that. That was just... We should have put her in the maze.
Well... Yes, if we didn't expect that you'd probably just kill all the plants. Anyway. And then the silence breaks out with this, voice of Eldwin. Is this really what we should be discussing right now?
Well, yeah, because if we're gonna die, I'm gonna rub it in your face first.
Hi, Dad loves Mom.
Verona goes, darling, I am so happy you and your sister seem to be getting along. But, well, I think it would be best if, well...
Are you ready for us to save you now?
I'm quite past ready. She's looking over to Bashalon. He does like to sing a lot, and he's not very good. Bashalon goes, all part of the torture. And so he kind of goes and stands up. Hear him cracking his back a little bit. Cracks the neck, reaches over, picks up the axe. You see him heft the great axe in one hand. Just kind of get it and stretch out a little bit. And as he kind of looks over the eye with the scar, you see it suddenly turn, the whites of the eye turn black. And the iris turns blood red and actually starts to trickle blood down his eye. He goes, shall we begin?
That has to hurt. Why?
He's got stigmata.
Kelmac is probably really bristled at this point and ready to go.
I have been antsy to fight this dude since we started going up into the mountain. I was ready.
Good.
This was a side quest to get to the main course.
Yep. But we'll have to see how the fight goes next session.
You mean we can't fight him
because,
in 30 minutes?
No, this is going to be probably a bit of a long one. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens next time on Chapter 29.
This was 29.
Okay.
So this would be 30. 130.
130.
Are you quite certain?
Well, no, it's 10:20 right now.
We're talking about time.
It's episode 129, right?
Oh. Session counter thing says 128. Are you guys fucking with me?
My notes say 129. They could be wrong.
I have 128 videos that I've posted for Campaign 1, so I'm going to go with my number of campaign sessions, of documents. Just scroll up on Discord to the session.
Yeah, it's literally 128 is the one. Did I maybe...
That was
yeah, and then we canceled...
Was 128. This is 128.
Oh, right, because I didn't host this week.
We talked
You're
about this.
Right. Fuck. Okay. Oh, yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. That was my
This
bad.
has been a bad day for you. Just
yeah,
your
no
life-
joke,
your
man.
ceiling's falling on you.
Just another reason why we shouldn't start combat this
You
week.
didn't drink his Dr. Pepper. That's nice.
Oh, I drank my Dr. Pepper.
Two.
And I'm actually almost done with my second, and I took the Adderall too. So it's just been a day.
Melatonin.
Light work, baby. So
But
join
yes,
us.
hey guys, come back next week for chapter 129. Or 130. Yeah.
Yep.
Next week, we will have the combat, and we will see whether or not the group is actually able to defeat Bashalon the Shadow, who claims to be the most senior member of the Shades of Cavail. Does this mean that Vulred might actually finally be free of the Shades? Will he become a Shade himself? Will they kill Bashalon only to have his friends and family die? Who knows?
Family?
I said friends and family.
Vulred has family.
I mean,
Void as friends?
all right, fair enough.
So join us next Tuesday for the chapter 130, and this Thursday for Baldur's Gate 3 as the Black Tower Stories Gaming Edition takes it on, and you see Eric make the worst decisions ever as a player.
Look,
8 o'clock.
I
this
make
Thursday.
decisions and shit happens, okay? It's not as if I plan to make bad decisions.
Join us this Thursday for the Baldur's Gate stream for our, I think, 12th episode for the Black Tower Gaming Edition.
We get in it.
And then next Tuesday, episode 130, we finally take care of this whole issue.
Yep, let me put that here so that way I know and can remember.
Good night,
There we go.
everyone.
Done
Have
the
a
note.
safe night. Enjoy yourself. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Tag. Yada
Good
yada.
night.
Bye.